Hello, instructions for advanced feature review. Go ahead and open the attached workbook. So we have 3 worksheets. The first one is Q1 sales, and in B3, go ahead and put in your formula for today, and you can type it or you can use the formula bar. And then we'll click into H6, and the formula is to add the sales January plus February plus March, but then minus the returns. So I'm going to use my auto sum, and I'm going to reselect so it's only through March, not the returns. Then I'll click in the formula bar and type minus, and it's G6. So minus subtracts the returns. So it's going to add the 3 blue and minus the returns. Check. And then I'm going to use my fill handle. The bonus is going to be the amount in total sales less returns times, and the bonus is here, 20% in B16. So equals left arrow times B16. Make sure you press your F4 so that it's, this is relative cell reference with absolute. So that's combined is called a mixed cell reference. So I'll go ahead and check mark and drag that down. Then I'm going to select everything just to get it ahead of time and choose that accounting. I took the total rows also, and then just chose the accounting format. And with everything still selected, go ahead and choose auto sum, and you'll get the totals for each of the columns. And if you wanted to, I'll keep them still selected. It's all 0.00, so if you want, you can decrease the decimal places so that, whoops, not increase, decrease. So there's no decimal places. It's your choice. Maybe you want them. It's up to you. All right, a little bit of statistical calculations based on the total sales less returns. So that is auto sum, looking for smallest, min. And again, you need to select the right range. Do not take the total. And then the same formula, but for max. And again, you need to select the correct range, not the total. And then the average for the total sales less returns. Again, find average and then select everything except the grand total. And then we'll do a couple of conditional formatting. And the first is for column H. You can choose whatever you like. Again, never include the total because that would be the largest bar. Whether you use data bars, color scales, or icon sets, your choice. And then we'll look for D6 through F13. Again, not the totals. And we'll do the top 2, bottom 2. So conditional formatting, top, bottom. Make sure you choose top 10 items, change it to 2 because it's top. I'm going to choose green, okay, with them selected still. Conditional formatting, top, bottom 10 items, change the 10 to 2, keep it red, and okay. And it seems to be, oh, did I choose 3? Let me check what I just, I can go in here and choose manage rules. What did I choose? Bottom 2. Oh, you know why it came up 2? Because 2 of them are the exact amount. Interesting. All right, next one is dessert. So in here, we're going to create a drop-down list for the type and a drop-down list for the flavor. So I'm going to select starting in B2 all the way to B19, choose data, and I want to select data validation, and it's going to be a list. And where is my list? I click this arrow right here. I can just click in here and select my list and then click OK. Then I'll select the flavor, C2 to C19. And again, data validation. It's a list. And I'll just come over here, select my list. And notice it's absolute cell reference G2 to G13 and OK. And then just randomly choose a couple just to see that everything is working. And the last one, 5-year plan. So go ahead and type in A3 January and then use your fill handle to complete the rest of the year to December. And then we can do our, if you select all of these, I can choose auto sum, and it'll give me each of the months, B through to 3 to F3. Then the next one is B4 to F4, B5, and so forth. So if we were to go in B15 and I chose auto sum, I just want to show you that it's including, even though we know it's a column title, the year 2021, because Excel reads it as a number, you can tell because it's to the right, all numbers are right aligned, it's including that in the total. I could just simply reselect, so it's only B3 through B14, not B2, or I'm just going to undo. You get that little green triangle, and if you click in there, it's going to tell you that you're missing an adjacent cell, which is that B2, but I'm going to undo. And what I can do in the title is type an apostrophe. And once I do that and press enter, it's going to put the 2021 to the left, because text goes to the left, as you can see with the months. And I'll do the same thing here, just put in an apostrophe, and the same here. Just double click, it'll put it in there. And then I'll do it right here. And one more. So if it bothers you, the green triangle, now that you know you fixed it, you can tell it to ignore the rule. So that way the green triangle won't show up. And if you want to, you can even center the title. So if I wanted to, I could center all of them. Total, it looks like it's already centered. So I would center that, maybe put it in bold. We can do cell styles too. Now when I go to do my total in B15 and I choose auto sum, it's automatically not going to include B2. So I can check mark that and drag that across, or I can select all of them and just choose auto sum. But if I do that, do you notice it changed the total here? So I'm not going to do that. I'll just use my fill handle because I don't want to have those errors showing. And because the total column and total row have the $sign, I'm going to select all my other cells and choose the accounting format so they all match. Go back to Q1 sales so that when it opens, you're in the very first worksheet, and that's a save and submit. Thank you.